everyone, it is Lauren. Welcome back or welcome to my channel. So the lighting is kind of all over the place, but in today's video, as you guys know if you've been following me for a bit, I love doing these like college advice videos because I think it's really fun to talk about, and I think this is a really exciting time even though we are in a pandemic. Seniors are still graduating and are going to be going off to college in the fall, and so I just wanted to share what I feel like I've learned and the things that I'm taking away from my first 2 years. It is absolutely unreal that 2 years have gone by. Now, before we get into the video and talking about all the points that I want to make, I feel as though I need to address the state of the world right now. I just want to say this. I think that right now, everyone needs to educate themselves. You need to be reading the news. You need to be understanding the gravity of the situation of what's going on right now. I am going to put some links down below in the description box to sign petitions and donate if you can and if you're able to, because it is just so despicable that yet again we have lost an innocent man due to police brutality. And it just makes me question the world and really how far have we come. It's sad and it's horrible, and I'm trying to do my part in just trying to stay educated and being aware of my privilege and what that means, and being a white human, knowing and learning how to become an ally. Educate yourself. Google it. Learn more. There's always more articles to read. There's always more news to fill you with. I'm just trying to spread awareness where I can. So with all that being said, this is obviously not what the video is about, but I just feel like I had to get that off my chest. I feel like it would be insensitive for me to upload a video right now and not address that at all. So unlike some of my other videos where I have like a very like structured outline and where I have like different categories and stuff like that, I don't have that. 12 things that I have learned in college so far. The first thing, things don't happen without effort. This has been proven to me time and time again. Shit does not just fall in your lap. You have to work hard for a lot of the things you do and receive. For example, classes I feel like are a new level of like taking on personal responsibility. I feel like professors are very much different in high school, where they really are reminding you, this is when homework's due, this is when we have a test, this is when you should study, shit like that. In college, it's very much like you're on your own. You have to put that effort forward if you want things to happen. All right, the next thing. I literally wrote down, I've never regretted saying yes to going out with friends. This is true. I am gonna talk about like how to keep your shit together, but at the end of the day, I feel like I've said this time and time again, but like, create memories outside of the classroom. Create memories that aren't just academic. This is how I've met a lot of my friends. You just create those like unforgettable nights. So like, I'm not saying go buck wild and go out every night. That's not what I'm trying to say. But at the same time, if someone's like, hey, do you want to go out? And I do, and then I wake up the next morning, I've never been like, shit, I really should have stayed in and studied. Sometimes though, that comes with like time management. You know what I mean? Like, if I have my shit together and if I've done my work and stuff like that, then I can go out. So like, I'm not saying be reckless or anything like that, but put yourself out there. It can be scary, but the more you do it, the better at it you get. The more I went out, the more I was like, just like, oh, this is easy to go up to someone and be like, hey, you know, what's going on? How are you? Let's be friends. What's your snap? The more you put yourself out there and the more you try to go talk to people, and the more fun you have, the more memories you will make. The next thing I wrote down is that having a planner will save your life. I've talked about having planners probably 57,000 times here on my podcast, everywhere. I'm the biggest planner junkie you've ever met. If I didn't have a planner in college, like my life would be in literal shambles. I remember like the first week of freshman year getting the syllabuses and being like, or syllabi, and being like, oh my goodness, this is so much stuff I have to keep track of. And then if you get a job on top of that, it's even more things you have to hold yourself accountable for. Just having a system, whether it be a planner, whether it be on your phone, whatever it may be, it's like a way to hold yourself accountable, I feel like. With that too, I think that having the big monthly calendars are incredibly helpful for keeping track of midterms, big tests, meetings, stuff like that. All right, the next thing I wrote down is get ready to plan your days differently when you are living off campus. My freshman year, I lived in a dorm. It was super fun with my roommate Hannah. She's definitely been on this channel before. Sophomore year, I moved off campus into a house with a bunch of boys. It was so fun, but it's definitely different. I lived about a half mile off campus, and sophomore year, I feel like quite a few people still stay on campus because where I go to school at LMU, housing is guaranteed your first 2 years, so it's really easy to stay on. But my guy group of friends asked me like, hey, do you want to move off campus with us? And I just couldn't say no to the offer. It's definitely like a lot more planning because if you have a class at this time, if you have to be at work at this time, you can't just kind of like roll out of your bed and go. What I liked most about living off campus is that I had the opportunity to separate work, school, and home. Obviously, I did homework in my house, like no shit, but at the same time, a lot of times I would be like, okay, I'm going to the library and I'm gonna get all my work done, and then I'm gonna come home and relax and watch TV and do whatever. Get ready to adjust your schedule and be aware that like you can't just get somewhere in like 30 seconds anymore. I literally wrote in all caps, get a job. First of all, you have your own income, so you know, I feel like a lot of people need to get a job to support themselves. It's so important to just have your own income. I know a lot of people like rely on their jobs that they get on school to pay for shit like rent and groceries and all that super fun adult stuff. But also it holds you accountable to something. It's really good practice for, you know, you have to go and work for someone else. I think builds really good relationships, good networking opportunities, stuff like that. And honestly, like it's fun. But I just think it's so important to like learn the value of a dollar and earn your own income and just, again, holding yourself accountable to show up somewhere for someone else. Okay, the next thing, start building your resume. My mom is a like career counselor. This has been ingrained in me for my whole life, but now it's actually starting to come to a reality like, oh my goodness, one day I'm gonna have to find myself a job, which that's a video for another time. I think it's important to be aware of the things that you're involving yourself in and how to kind of market yourself on your resume and be like, and not just all of a sudden have graduated college and be like, I don't have anything to put on there. That's like everyone's worst nightmare. So just be conscious of what you're doing and building your resume. It'd be great if you did it like before college. I did it in high school and then it was really nice because I got to college and when I went to apply for those campus jobs and whatnot, I already had a resume on deck. Ooh, this is a good one. My next tip is to pay attention to things that excite you. I think so many times I get asked, what do you want to do with your life? What do you want to do when you graduate? I don't really know yet, but I do know the list of things that I'm really passionate about. And I'm like, hell yes, I want to get out of bed every morning and fight for like XYZ cause, if that makes sense. If you're taking a certain class, if you join a certain club, if you get a certain job and you're like, this is awesome, I love this, pay attention to that. Run with that, keep that, and then when you're going to look for jobs, you know what to look for. Also, another point that I put was always say hi first or hi back. It's so simple, but I feel like throughout college, it's insane the amount of people I've met just from like saying hi to them at a party or saying hi to them walking around campus. Again, put yourself out there as much as possible, which I know can be uber intimidating, but I think like it's crazy, like the power of just like saying hi. Like how good does it feel when you're walking around campus and someone like says hi to you? All right, my next point, my dad told me this quote and it's something that I love and I feel like is also very, very applicable to college and especially kind of what I've learned over the past 2 years. And that is 10% is what happens to you and 90% is how you react to it. Not every day of college is going to be perfect. There's going to be things that are shitty. There's going to be days that suck. There's going to be events that happen that are unfortunate and that aren't great. Shit is not always going to go your way. It's not always going to go right. There's going to be bumps along the way. Holding your head up high and seeing what else is out there and learning from your mistakes and growing as a person from them is the best way to handle yourself and the best way to really like fully absorb everything that college has to offer. If you let one thing get you down, then you're gonna stay down. Who wants to stay down when you could get back up and do other fun things and meet other cool people? All right, my next point is to always try to get involved in different areas of campus. As you guys can see, I'm a member of a sorority. It is just something that I love wholeheartedly and completely, and I'm so incredibly glad that I went through recruitment and joined a sorority. With that being said, going through Greek life, a sports team, whatever you may think is not always going to be the path for everyone. Not everyone I know rush to sorority and so on and so forth. You can join clubs. You can, like, I'm really involved in the admissions department as a tour guide. Being involved in as many different pockets around campus is like the best way to go. Always try to get involved in different ways. Don't just be like, oh, I have one job, I'm good. Bye guys, see you later. Not getting involved in anything else. Farewell. Ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to our last point, and it is work hard and have fun. I feel like I end like every video like this with that point. And my camera battery is flashing. Oh no. I'm gonna try to make this super quick. I've had the best 2 years. I've had so much fun, and that's because I've worked my ass off, but at the same time, I've rewarded myself. I've gone out with my friends. I've had a good time, and those are the memories that I'm gonna keep with me for the rest of my life. So bust your ass and try as hard as you can and get good grades and grind, but at the same time, have fun. Make new friends, meet new people. College is effing amazing, and I'm so sad that we are in this pandemic right now and that I'm not with my friends, but I can't wait to see them very soon. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Those are some of my takeaways of my first 2 years of college, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, you guys!